series run of the Larry Sanders Show. So if there's any Larry Sanders questions, I'll be answering them right now.
10 minutes of Larry Sanders questions.
I was wondering, besides DuPont, what other companies profited from World War I?
A lot of, I mean, the companies were allowed to sell, I mean, like corporations, you know, like, are autonomous, they're not linked with the government, so that's why they were allowed to sell to both sides. I know Mercedes and BMW sold a lot of weapons to both sides. They made a lot of the airplanes, a lot of the vehicles. Just like Bugs were like, you know, Nazi cars, like BMWs were a lot of the planes that both sides were firing at each other. But, I mean, if this piques your interest, go look that up. I'm sure you will.
Knowing everything that you know and being such an amazing illustrationist, how on earth are you dealing with Snoopy and the Red Baron?
What? Okay, well, as like this awful war is happening on the ground, this like horrible, terrible like meat grinder of body parts and machine guns and barbed wire. The air war was kind of this like chivalrous night battle. It gave like a lot of the soldiers on the ground like it made the war sort of a singular idea. Two men trying to get at each other, two planes, they're wiggling out of the way of each other, they're like heroically capturing, you know, wins. So that's why Snoopy does that, because it's like knights pole jousting. That's why Snoopy does that.
Seems like thank you.
Anything else?
Who's Larry Sanders?
Some gross guy, except Ellen DeGeneres and Roseanne. What?
Did you look at any political cartoons from World War I or anything like that when you were making this?
Yeah, I've seen, I mean, not specifically.
Okay.
Anybody else? Thank you very much.
Excellent job by Kevin. Let's hear it for him. So let's all think about that as we march towards Syria. And the intermission, which will be 15 minutes as per the norm. While during the intermission, please think about what lecture you're going to give when you give your lecture. Remember to tell me over the Facebook page. And also remember that the lecture series is a community building event, so please, if you don't already have someone in mind, find someone to make out with during the intermission. 15 minutes.